Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got a May the 4th beer, Star Wars themed, or sort of Star Wars themed anyway. So they had a beer originally called Jedi Juice. It's Hop Nation. They're out of Footscray in Melbourne. And Jedi Juice has always been a cult classic here in Australia, but due to the naming and all that crap, they had to change the name to J Juice. And to celebrate 8 years of J Juice, they've brewed an Imperial version. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it goes because, J Juice, especially back in the day, it was probably one of the best hazies you could get. It was one of the original ones. This one's 8.5, known as a double IPA. I'll read what it says on the back. To celebrate 8 years of Jedi Juice, we decided to amplify the liquid for a one-time only Imperial version of the much-loved cult beer, bursting with even more intensity than the original with a rich, hoppy, juicy feel. Doesn't really go into much description. But back in the day, it was like really Star Wars themed, and then they sort of cut back on that. Now she's she's royalty. So anyway, let's get into it. I've got my crafty pint glass with all the little monks on there. And off to Melbourne tomorrow to celebrate Pint of Origin. So 2 days of drinking mainly international beers. Should be good. Unfortunately, I have to work first, though. I have to get up at 3:30 a.m., work for probably 9 hours, and then straight on the train to Melbourne and then probably be drinking for probably 5 or 6 hours. So I'm going to be absolutely knackered. Hopefully I get a good sleep in the motel and then, I'll be back into it Saturday morning drinking Anchorage stouts and barley wines. So let's pour it. And cheers to Craig in the chat. Good to see you, brother. This is my nightcap. I thought I really want to review this beer before I go to Melbourne, so I can sort of talk about it if it's good. It was always one of those classic hazies, one of the first ones in Australia that got sort of people talking. So in the glass, it's like a bright orange, looks a bit darker in the camera. I would say low end medium body, one finger head. It's actually pretty lively with carbonation. Cheers, Dorito. And I'd say cloudy in appearance. It's not like full on thick haze. Let's go a whiff. And I can't remember what hops. I'm pretty sure it had Citra, but not sure what else. It was a real shame though when they got done for whoever Star Wars, is in charge of that brand. There's been a lot of people over the years that have been done by them. So you're getting like pithy grapefruit and like some juicy orange. Oh, you're off to work, bro. Have a good one. She's 8:30 p.m. here, but I'm not far off bed because I've got to get up so damn early. It's real cold tonight. It's like a winter's night. I'm sitting here in shorts and a t-shirt and I'm fucking freezing. I'm sure it's delightful in California. Getting I would say like a tangerine. It's very citrusy, like sweet and pithy. Yeah. Yeah, you're like me, getting up at fucking stupid o'clock. Yeah, quite grassy. Maybe some pineapple or actually mango. Mango is what I'm getting a lot of. I just got a big whiff of it then. Yeah, I feel like mango is probably the main fruit. Oh, Angus is leaning against me and he's pushing my t-shirt up my back. I'm like, leave me alone, bro. I'm freezing. I can't wait to get into bed. Oh, here's that fly on the camera. Wow. Anyway, let's have a taste of this bad boy. I'm too cold sitting here like this. Cheers. It says that it's currently 7 degrees. It's way colder than that. I reckon it'd be down around 2 or 3. That tastes really good. It tastes really nice, but something about it. I think it's the body. The body feels a little bit lighter than usual, but the flavors are like banging. It's almost like the flavors more intense than what I'm used to. So yeah, I'm assuming that they, being the beer that it was always brewed like around May the 4th, like the Star Wars Day or whatever they call it. So if that is the case, it's only like, yeah, like it was probably brewed like a week ago. But it tastes like super fresh. I like how it's got that sort of prickly carbonation. I would say it's got a little bit of bitterness, which is nice. It's sort of like your hazy, but it's like your old school hazy, if there's such a thing. Like when hazy sort of first come on the scene, and they were juicy, but not like some of them are today when they taste like fucking smoothies. You're getting that slight sort of candied citrus. But yeah, I feel like you're still getting like some pine, some grassiness. Like it's probably still a little green as well. But yeah, the bitterness is good. It's not really dry. It sort of starts off sweet, but just has a touch of bitterness on the finish. And yeah, these guys back in the day, they were probably considered one of the best craft breweries in Australia. And then I don't know what happened. I feel like they started a sour program. I reckon as soon as they started that, I reckon their IPAs and that started dropping. And then they were doing like non-alcoholic beers and all this other stuff like beers for dogs and trying to branch out, I guess. And like, I mean, at the end of the day, they're a business. They're trying to make profit in any way they can. But yeah, it's just a shame because their top quality beers were like as good as anything else in Australia. And then you'd get like a couple of years after that, then you try their stuff and it just wasn't as good. Yeah, cool. Cheers, mate. only shit thing with doing like I would love to take a photo of this beer, but I have real shit lighting in my house when it's like dark. There's probably nowhere I could really take a good photo of it. Yeah. Maybe I'll see it in Melbourne over the weekend. Yeah, I'll be so yeah, I'm going down obviously Friday afternoon. I'll be back Saturday night, so I'll still be around for like you guys' Saturday night. Oh, like I'll be around, yeah, I'll be around sort of late Saturday night, which will be like your afternoon. But I'll probably be absolutely pooped. My aim is to do what I wanted to do was the UK beers first because that's on the way to Melbourne. And then I want to go get if the place is still open, it's meant to be the best banh mi in Melbourne. I want to try that. It's like a little cafe that's owned by Vietnamese and they're meant to have a fucking awesome banh mi. So if I can try that and the UK beers first on the way to Melbourne, then I'll go and check into my motel. And then I've got the Japanese craft beer just around the corner from where I'm staying, or I'm going to go to the European one, which is probably going to be about a 15-20 minute tram ride. And if I can knock those three out tomorrow night and then do the USA stuff most of Saturday and the Canadian stuff just before I leave, that's sort of mainly what I want to do. It does go for 10 days. So if there's stuff that I sort of miss out on, I can always go back next weekend. And quite often, I think previous years, I've ended up going to Melbourne the 2 weekends in a row. Or I've like taken a day off work and gone during the week or something. But yeah, I probably won't be taking any days off work. I've sort of got them like needed for other stuff. Yeah, what are you going to review, Craig? Or are you keeping it close to your chest? In the fridge, I've still got quite a few mountain culture. I think probably 2/3 of them I've got to review. Well, I don't have to, but I want to. I've got 4 Banks beers. I'll probably review 3 of them. One of them's an English beer. I can't remember what style, but it's called You Sound Like You're from London. And then they've got another one which is an American amber ale called Tariffs. I thought I should probably review Tariffs while it's like getting talked about in the media and stuff. I've got 3 1-drop sours. So 1-drop are like the sort of best sours in Australia. And then yeah, I've got a bit of a mixture of stuff from like Range, Hop Nation. I've got some wet hop stuff as well. There's a brewery up in the hop fields that have collabed with. Oh, one of them's with Adnams out of England, which I found was pretty weird. Elusive, a collab with the Royston. Yeah, cool. I can't believe that Carwyn Cellars, my favourite bottle shop in Melbourne, has done a collaboration with Anchorage. And it's like a full on barrel aged massive impy stout that's like real expensive. I just don't know how the fuck they organise these events. And so I've now done pretty much the complete. Oh, Actually, I would say Toppling Goliath's big stouts would be the other one. But I've pretty much done all the hyped stouts just through tap takeovers at Carwin. Side Project, Bottle Logic, the brewery, and now, yeah, Anchorage. It's pretty cool. So yeah, they're gonna have is it a deal with the devil? It's a real hyped. I think it's a barley wine. It's real hyped. They're gonna have that there. Should see how fucking expensive the bottles are. Good God. So as that's warmed a bit, I feel like I'm getting sort of more of the pith. But yeah, I feel like mango's the prominent sort of note. Huge mango, orange, tangerine, grapefruit, and then yeah, maybe like a touch of pineapple. Yeah, just some of the collabs. It's like, fuck. I've really got to get that range and verdant one. It's meant to be good. And I just love how the can's like bright green. I think when Adam comes out, well, I was talking to him about maybe getting some merch. And I really wanted probably something from either, just from what I've had, I feel like Track and Verdant are probably the two favourite breweries what I've tried from the UK. I would have loved something from Verdant if it was like bright green, but their merch was pretty shit. Um, there was a t-shirt, that was about it. But Track had this like Track had like a eucalyptus green hat, and I thought, oh, that'd be fucking awesome. So I think I'm going to get him to get that for me. I just think it'd be cool having some English like beer merch. It's the sort of thing that can start up good conversations, and that you could be at a random like beer event in Melbourne, and here you are wearing a Track hat, and someone comes up to you from like Manchester and goes, "Oh, what the fuck." I did a sneaky with my chugs tonight. Parkway Drive just released a brand new song. So I thought this could be an opportunity where I can see how good the algorithm is. So I thought I'm going to do a chug to a brand new song that's got a bit of like buzz to it, a bit of hype. Um, yeah, and I've got like a Parkway Drive street sign. So here I am, like holding that and then like listening to the new song and doing a chug to it. And within like the first hour, it already had like I think 400 or 500 views. So I'm like that. That's awesome. So yeah, it definitely makes a difference if something's like trending. You can see why shit like supermarket food reviews and that do really well because if it's something that everyone's sort of talking about, it doesn't take much for people. Like all they have to do is type something in, and all of a sudden they all come up. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see when I wake up in the morning how many views it's had. Did you go on any panels at all today, Craig? I definitely miss hanging out with like Bumpy and Beerman and that. Drewy, miss hanging out with Drewy. I miss hanging out with Josh, but Josh is sort of a lost cause. Even if I was at home, he's just not around as much. He's always hanging out with that Alaskan. Yeah. Yeah, like I've still done my beer reviews, obviously, but I'm making up because I think it was last week. I didn't get to do many just because I did a heap of overtime. Yeah, it's one of those things though. Like I've never been like that. If I'm in a relationship, I mean, even if you're not in a relationship, you're just talking to someone. I still like to dedicate a lot of time to mates. But yeah, I mean, everyone's different when it comes to shit like that. It's nothing worse when you've got like real close friends, like say you're best mates at school or whatever, and then they get in a relationship and you never see them again. Yeah, I reckon I'm sort of, as far as this beer goes, I wish I had more than just the one. It's one of those beers. I reckon if I see it in Melbourne, I might buy another one. Maybe even drink it at the bar. We have this we have this bottle shop, and it's right in the heart of sort of a real popular strip of like pubs and bars. And you go in there and they've got heaps of really good stuff in the fridge, and they don't charge you corkage. So you can go in there and just have whatever you want out of the fridge and just drink it without paying the corkage. So it works out pretty cheap instead of like buying, because when you go to a bar and you get like a pint of something, it always costs way more than if you were just to buy one can. So yeah, it's a cool place to go, sort of in between places. Like you go in there and it'd be like, oh, the latest beer from, I don't know, like Rocky Ridge or something, and it's like a big 600 ml tin, and it's like, I don't know, say $8 or something, and you're like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna drink that here at the bar. Yeah, I'm sort of keen to see what they've got. So they always have something a little left field. Like you'll go in there and they'll have, I don't know, like Augustina Hallis, or yeah, it's pretty cool. People in there like real relaxed. What would I score this beer? I reckon I would give it a 4.4 out of 5. Back in the day, before I tried so much stuff globally and haze wasn't as market saturated as it was as it is now, I probably would have given this like about a 4.6, 4.7. But yeah, it's very good. I reckon the way to improve it would be just a bit more body. It's got like a nice sort of bready, biscuity backbone, but it's just, yeah, it's a little bit thin. It'd be nice if it was a bit more sort of fuller and smooth and creamy. But yeah, as far as like hop character goes, you can't fault it. I like the fact that it's got some bitterness and yeah, some like green hop character. Touch of pine in there, which is good. But yeah, definitely a citrus bomb. Oh, it'd be so much better if I didn't have to work tomorrow and could just go straight to Melbourne, have a bit of a sleep in, and I just feel like because I have to get up so early, go to work. We've got a busy day at work too. I'm probably going to get on the train, fall asleep, and then I'll just be like a zombie the whole time when I'm in Melbourne. Hopefully, I'm all right. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what this brewery has as far as European beers go. 'Cause, yeah, last year they had a really good list. They had like Estonian stuff, Belgian, German, Spanish, yeah, what Czech. They had some real weird shit. Wasn't Latvia? It was somewhere like that though. Yeah, I can't remember. And yeah, hopefully the UK one has some other UK breweries there. It's like there's a lot of talk about Vault City in Melbourne at the moment. I just hope it's not. I hope it's not all Vault City when I get to this bar tomorrow night. Last year was good. They had Cloudwater, Rivington, um, Left Hand. Is it Left Hand Giant? I think they had Verdant as well. Yeah, it was a pretty good list last year. But yeah, I might wrap it up. I'm starting to get a little tired, and the old coldness is affecting me. But yeah, good beer. As I said, Star Wars themed initially. Doesn't really look like it now, but it was always called Jedi Juice, and then this is the Imperial version. And yeah, it's celebrating 8 years of Jedi Juice. It's got the what is that, like an AK-47 or something? Cheers, Simo. How good's that Parkway song, bro? Speaking of, I did it. I thought I'm gonna test out the old algorithm, and I did a chug to the new song, and yeah, within like the first like hour or two, it already had like 500 views. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it goes in the morning. I love how it's like it starts off and it's like pretty. It's not full on aggressive, but it's heavier than some of their other newer stuff has been. And then yeah, that breakdown's fucking unreal. I was sort of hoping for a bit more like of Jeff's guitar work. He definitely goes all right in it, but yeah, I really love like yeah, Kronos and Wild Eyes and songs like that when it comes to his guitar. But yeah, I reckon it's going to make for a good album. And yeah, you could just imagine that song live where it's got that real heavy distorted guitar. It sounds like it's in like drop C or something. And then it just goes to silence and shows Winston, and then he screams something, and then it's it's like heavy as fuck. So good. Anyway, I'm out of here. It's bedtime. So probably don't know if I'll see anyone tomorrow. I am going to take my laptop to Melbourne with me. So there could be a possible. It'd be unreal if I could do something from a brewery like I did at Pirate Life that time, but you sort of need like a quiet corner and no background music, and so yeah, we'll see how we go. But yeah, if I do a motel stream, I'll try not to fall asleep again. So cheers, guys. We will see you again soon.